Good morning, students. Today we are going to study Francis Bacon's first essay of studies. In the earlier lecture, we have discussed about the information about Francis Bacon, his contemporaries, and also little bit about his essays. Today we are going to study in detail his essay of studies. I told you earlier, Francis Bacon is one of the well-known philosopher, social reformer, ideal human being, and also he is known as a prophet, a Messiah, who looks forward and the future of the human being, what happens with one. At the very outset, Francis Bacon, in his essay of studies, he highlights the importance of study. According to Francis Bacon, study has lot of importance, and study gives one happiness, means delight. It also gives one the money, means the ornament, and also it makes able, means perfect one. So study according to Francis Bacon is very and very useful for the human beings only, not any animals or any other creatures in the universe or on the earth. So in the 16th century, for the money they used the ornament because currency was not available at that time, so people exchange through goods, and gold was the more important currency at that time, and still we also have a lot of attraction towards the gold. So while quoting the importance of study, its benefits, its practice, Francis Bacon at the very outset says the very three benefits of the study, and which are very useful, and dear students, you are also very much applicable with these terms. You are also very much agree with this. If you study in that field perfectly, you will get delight, means you will get the delight, means happiness. When you get the happiness, if you do the extreme in that field, you will definitely get the happiness. And he further says, you will get ornaments, means when you practice and practice of that knowledge in the society, in the service sectors, or wherever you work, you will definitely get the ornament. And finally what happens, it also makes able, means it means the study gives you, makes you able, perfect, confident, means it gives a knowledge to you to overcome on the all situations. So studies serve for delight, ornament, and ability. In short, they give you happiness, means आनंद. They give ornament, means ज्ञान तुम्हाला पैसा देतं, आनंद देतं आणि तुम्हाला परिपक्व बनवतं. कुठल्याही परिस्थितीमध्ये तुम्ही आपल्या ज्ञानाद्वारे मार्ग काढून बाहेर पडू शकता. These three, according to Francis Bacon, are the ideal and well-known things. If, according to he says, if you have knowledge, it gives delight. Not only delight in working, but also you are privateness. Privateness means when you are alone, or if you are retired, or after retiring, these books which you have read, the knowledge you have got, that gives you delight not only in your routine life but also in privateness and retaining. And ornament is in discourse. You will get the ornament is in discourse means if you show your knowledge, it totally gives you in discourse. Whenever you show your talent, you definitely get the ornaments. And also, according to Francis Bacon, the expert man means those who have the knowledge of that field, they can execute and perhaps judge it. So it means that they become able. One thing. So, in short, this the first quotation highlight that studies is very and very useful for the human being, not only human being like us, but the student like you also, and it is very and very useful. Here, Francis Bacon says. After this, Francis Bacon focuses on the second well-known quotation about a study, and here he says to spend too much time, to spend too much time on study is sloth. To use them too much for ornament is affection. To use them too much for ornament is affection, and to make judgment holy by their rules, and to make judgment by their holy rules is a humor of a scholar. Just to look at this quotation, which is very important. Initially, he talked about delight, ability, and ornament. And here he talks about the study. Means here, if your knowledge, don't spend too much time on study. It is a sloth because whatever you learn, you try to practice it, use it in the society and make the benefit of it. Otherwise, it will be not useful. To use them too much for ornament is affection. Don't use the study only for knowledge. Here in society we see if somebody has knowledge, he try to use it only for the money. Without money, he can't share anything. पैशाशिवाय मी काहीच देऊ शकत नाही. So that means he becomes, how the affection means he become very selfish and very money minded or greedy. Means finally what happens? If you follow this, follow more and more for the money, you will totally destroy one day. And finally he says the first two things are negative according to Francis Bacon. Don't use too much time and don't follow more and more ornament. Finally he says, but make judgment by their holy rules. Holy rules is a humor of a scholar. Means you have to use it, make a judgment, make a discourse in the crowd and solve various issues. Means it is the humor of a scholar and everybody appreciate it. And nobody appreciate if you follow and follow only behind the money. If you follow and follow means you read and read and read and not use it in the society. So he simply say, you just make the use of it by your holy rules, then everybody respect you, and your what you say, the knowledge and everything spreads towards every direction. After these two well-known quotations, Francis Bacon highlights here the three types of people in the society. Some people we can simply say condemn studies. Here is one class, that is crafty people. According to Francis Bacon, crafty men condemn studies because they doesn't like these studies, and if one is following or behind or pursuing the study, he says don't go the follow this study, it doesn't give anything, अभ्यास करू नको त्याच्यात काय पडलं नाही. This way crafty men condemn studies, but there is one class beside these crafty men, he says simple men. According to Francis Bacon, these simple men admire them. Admire them means they admire the study because they have not learned it, so they have a lot of appreciation about it, they have a lot of attachment towards it, so they admire it, that study is very important. So they supports it, admires it. And the third class we have, third category of the people is the wise men, and they use it. So this crafty man is one, simple man 10, and wise man 3. So there are these three types of the people, and everybody's opinion about the study is different. But here these two simple men have a lot of appreciation and admire, so they are good. And wise men, without wasting their time, they use it. So these two things, opinions of the people, Francis Bacon puts here. After this well-known quote, through quotations, he expresses his philosophy, experience, and ideology to the learners, and we definitely follow it because it is very and very useful to all. Here he, after this three quotations, he in short talks about the importance of study. According to Francis Bacon, he discusses the importance, saying that read not to contradict. Read not to contradict. Contradict means speak against. एखाद्याच्या विरोध बोलणं, contradict. Speak against someone. Read not to contradict means you take this study, read it only for your knowledge, to get happiness, to get ornament, and to become able. Not to speak against someone, don't engage in it. Means read not to contradict and confute. Secondly, he says, read not to contradict and confute. Confute means to show someone wrong. To show someone wrong means to show superiority and inferiority. Don't engage in the study, but not to value and not take for granted. Not to believe and nor to take for granted. And again he says here, not to find talk and discourse, and not to find talk and discourse, but to weigh and consider. Means here he simply says only to get the weight, to consider that subject, you just get the knowledge, not to contradict and confute, means to show someone's against or to show someone wrong, don't make this study. Here he says, and not to believe and not to take for granted and not to find talk and discourse. Means to talk against someone, don't study, study to weigh and consider, means to get the knowledge of that field, you engage in the study and totally use it for the benefit of all human beings. Here Francis Bacon says the study is very useful, important and higher in the world, so take the use of it for the welfare of the human being, for the perfect and ability to someone and himself also. And in the fourth quote, after this three, Francis Bacon talks about the variety of the books, but not all the books at a time we can't read with same interest and zeal. So Francis Bacon says some books are to be tested, means all books we couldn't taste, some taste, others to be swallowed, others to be swallowed, and some to be chewed and digested, and some to be chewed and digested. According to Francis Bacon, if we have the 10 books in front of you of different and different types of subject, themes, issues and content. So at the same time, he says we couldn't taste, we couldn't swallow and chew and digest. म्हणजे एकाच वेळेस तुम्हाला मी 10 पुस्तक दिले तर 10 पुस्तक तुम्ही त्याच चवीनं पूर्ण वाचून समजून संपूर्ण पुस्तक बाजूला ठेवत नाही. काही पुस्तक तुम्ही बघता ठेवून देता बाजूला, काही बुक तर तुम्ही काय करता, चांगलं वाटलं मग कंटिन्यू करता, पूर्ण समजून घेऊन पचवता. It means that according to Francis Bacon, here he says we taste some books. He says after the taste, if we like good, we swallow them, म्हणजे गिळून घेणे आवडतं. And then we chewed them, means एखादी वस्तू पदार्थ आवडला तर आपण पुन्हा पुन्हा ते मागवतो, म्हणजे चव आवडते तिला चगळतो आणि फायनली पचवून घेतो. It means that according to Francis Bacon, some books he says simply we taste. Some books he says we simply swallow. He says after this we simply chewed, and finally he says we digest. So taste, swallow, chewed and digest, these are the 4 process about the interest, but at the time we couldn't show interest in all the books. So some we partially read, put it aside. Some we partially read and if you like we continue and again disconnect it and put it aside. And some we chewed, means we like it, so we often continue reading and finally we digest this, means Some books we read fully, some we in parts, and some we read curiously. It is like, means in the case of books, Francis Bacon says distilled books are like distilled water, fleshy things. Means some books we like it more, they are like the distilled water, means pure water, and he says distilled books are like, distilled means pure, distilled books are like distilled water, fleshy things, means they flash forever, means ते knowledge हमेशा देत असतात आणि always चमकत असतात. It means that Francis Bacon here through these quotations highlights the importance of the study, its benefits, its uses, the opinions of the people about the study in detail. In the further class, we will continue the remaining part of this essay in the upcoming class. So, here I stop here, and the remaining we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you very much.